I'll leave the ostrich, we call this one. Tail feathers in the back, the body, 2 legs, long neck, and the reason you can't see.
Has anyone been back there?
I'm willing to bet no. Yeah, I was 9 years old, I wasn't even that tiny, but nobody's been back there, no. And we haven't had any drones or anything, I mean, that's on my bucket list, to eventually have a drone do all this, but I know it's gonna cost a lot of money. Solid onyx, this piece weighs 1 full ton, or 2,000 pounds. Site, here you have the logs, the boulder, campfire, and a canoe. See the pockets here?
Mm-hmm.
Those were gas bubbles in there at one time. They popped and left a gas bubble.
That's neat.
Yeah. Stalactite, watch out for this one. It'll almost jump out at you and hit your head. I've had a number of goose eggs from this one. And it's probably sitting there laughing at me right now. There's right there, JW. JW, now you probably use like a pencil or pen behind the lake, and the reason you cannot see the lake is because of this large shield of crystal covering it. So it's all sealed off. There's your mighty tights or columns again. Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. That's all crystal. Here's the owl sitting on its perch. Swiss cottage roof, looks like icicles hanging down from a roof. That's growth going on right now, guys. See that? The water to drip off. This is very active here. This one right here is less than 100 years in age. I know this because this is where the floor came up to before the lead miners blasted it out about 152 years ago. 13 inches in 152 years as opposed to 100 years for 1 inch. And that's because it's so active. The bird is missing its head because of T-Rex. T-Rex is missing a tooth, right? You
Right.
bite off the head of a stone bird, you get it, right?
Yeah.
Walk up ahead here, you're gonna hear a thump on the basement. Notice on the ceiling, see some crystal formations that look like coral. This is why we call this Coral Avenue. It looks like coral. This is called cave flower or amphodite. It is very delicate, formed in a very airtight vacuum passageway. Now, straight up ahead is the heaviest crystal formation of the cave. This piece weighs 4 to 5 tons. It's called the chandelier. The weight of this is about 4 pickup trucks. It's about like what you guys are driving, 4 of those.
Wow.
Yes, and form. This is also called floatstone, this crystal formation. Look at the top. You see what looks like a scuba diver with a rappelling gear. You can use that to wall. Okay, now we're going to walk through the cathedral dome. Looks like you're inside of a dome or like a church. Here's the pig hanging upside down. And a rat hanging by its tail. The little punchy bag thing is actually called the uvula. I always tell kids, don't brush your teeth and this is what's going to happen.
I bet it works.
Your dog, one ear going up and one ear coming down. Looks like he's even scratching his fleas. There's a jug left by lead miners in this cave since 1880, what they used to bring water down here with.
Is that the exact location?
I don't think so, but it is theirs.
That's neat.
These little passageways go back about 30 feet each. They all connect with each other. I do know this because I was back in these between the age of 9 and 12 crawling on my stomach. Dad would say, hey, Julie, you want to go back in these? You bet, Dad. Made me into an adventurist. And these crystal formations are going on their knees through these. You guys been in many caves?
No.
I've been in spook caves.
That's okay, yeah. Yeah, they're open this year.
I've been in there a few times.
Yeah, it is spooky, the Cave of Mouse is open, that's like an hour and a half from here. We actually get to do self-guided tours. You normally get a guide, this year they're doing it with no guides, there's signs throughout the cave. Passageway that the lead miners came down to discover this cave. This passageway goes back about 50 feet and then it branches off to 4 different passageways. Now we do have the wild cave tour of this, it resumes next summer. You crawl on your stomach a little bit, mostly on your knees. You go 2 hours, like I say. 1 hour back, you're in the flat room. In the flat room, it's an all limestone room, about the size of a fifth of a football field. On the ceiling, it's those. Watch out! Oh, I don't need to watch out. You guys are good with the puddles. So. Turtle, mama turtle, her head, front foot, her little baby's on top. This is Imagination Avenue, so you look at anything, tell me if you see something. These are pieces that were broken off from the walls and ceilings by the dynamite, you just placed here by the lead miners. Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark, you have Noah, the animals by his side. On the other side are the people. Below them all, of course, is the ark. Hooked up to the ark is a dock with a very large eagle on top of the dock. And the eagle is overlooking the ark. Am I going too fast? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Some people say it looks like also the Titanic with its smokestacks. Titanic hits the iceberg.
I see that.
Yeah, that
Yeah?
makes sense.
Sea lion with its nose up in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys. Notice the cliff dwellers there?
Yep.
You recognize that? We've completed a full circle. We're going to be backtracking